It's raining cats and dogs, but check it out over there. Nothing but sunshines and lollipops.
Doesn't look like that'll be lasting. Forecast says the storm's going to blow right over us.
Wonderful.
There anything you guys want to do?
I don't even know what we could do right now.
Want to try to record something?
That sounds like a fun idea, but I don't even know what we could play.
It's simple, George.
Yeah?
With an atmosphere like this, I think it's the perfect opportunity for us to finally cover one of my comfort games. More specifically, the game that won that poll we did a few months ago.
You talking about that Resident Evil game?
Correct.
Which Resident Evil was it again?
Resident Evil? Can we get away from the window?
Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Specifically the game conversion, which is Code Veronica X.
I mean, that's an interesting idea, but you guys sure you want to watch that?
I did say that I want to cover some Resident Evil games. So yeah, put it down.
I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
It's pretty good. They definitely made some questionable decisions, to say the least.
Wrong, this game's fantastic. Don't listen to me.
I'll form my own opinion as we go. Let's just do this.
Fair enough. Donald, go ahead and get started.
This is going to be hype.
We're starting off with some more.
Okay, so this is after 2 or 3.
Well, there's a technical explanation that I can get into after this, but for now, we can just say this takes place after the Raccoon City incident.
So is this about to take place in the web?
It's a prison island.
Oh, like Alcatraz? Not gonna lie, that's pretty controversial.
It's not exactly like Alcatraz.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was inspired.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Shut your trap for a second. Maybe we can find out. That can't be good.
Oh, fuck that. You better get out of there, Claire.
Claire.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Why did those guys think to dive into the hole?
Because it's not fun if nobody dies, George. Fucking badass shit, man.
Just those long-ass legs gotta be good for something, right?
Yeah, she's 19, by the way.
Seriously?
She broke through the building with this level of security?
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is cool, Joseph. Good response.
What's with that look?
There is no look, thank you.
Damn, that's a good time.
She ain't done yet, Joe. She's just assessing before good.
What does that even mean?
It means shut up and watch the damn screen.
Film share?
Joe, I know you're doing this on purpose. Stop.
All right, my bad.
Can you guys be quiet for a second?
No, that's what he said.
Fuck yeah, bro, that's fine.
Oh yeah, you get the ball to block, right?
Got it, so that's how she got caught.
So is this a flash moment?
Yeah, we're back at the cell.
A bunch of explosions happening while trapped in the dingy.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Do all the cutscenes look like this? Or is this sort of like a cinematic introduction?
No, most of them are thankfully going to use in-game models.
Thankfully, or what do you mean thankfully?
Everything here looks fuzzy, bro.
It was the year 2000, you spoiled dick.
Do we actually have a lighter on us?
Oh, one sec, let me clear out this manual.
Why the fuck did they let us keep the lighter? Logically speaking, that makes no sense.
Well, there's your first mistake. We're playing Resident Evil.
Was that not a bit dramatic?
Those matter first.
Be careful with how you kill, bro. You get us in trouble.
Sorry.
It doesn't look like he has any of those prescriptions anyway.
Come on.
See ya. All right, let's get it. So what's the first thing on our list? Get off the island?
Yeah, if you know anything about classic Resident Evil, you get an idea of how simple that is.
All right. Green herbs are for health, right?
Right, you got your regular green ones, the red, which ran a full health, mixed with green, and blue, which is your points.
Okay.
And then right here is the most useful item in the game.
Really?
so many bullets, Joe, you won't even know where to put them all.
But I thought the whole unit of residents blast the heads off the zombies.
Joe, I'm actually going to go ahead and tell you what the memories told me back in 2009. Code Veronica is essentially nations. You start getting a bunch of badass weapons relatively soon. You want to ensure it hits your late game experience, then you need to conserve your ammo during the night.
Medium hard, by the way. Literally just aim down and mash A.
Oh, that looks fine.
But fine.
I know I was being sarcastic.
We're gonna need to get that briefcase.
Well, it looks like you're about to have some obstacles.
Damn, my guy probably had 2 days before his PTO.
Rose just wanted to head home to find.
Do you think this is sort of like a PTSD moment for her? Because she dealt with much worse back in the city.
Oh, most definitely. She just escaped Raccoon City 3 months ago. That's barely enough time to get over any type of trauma, let alone a nightmare like that.
Very true.
I can't remember the last time I saw zombies actually come out of graves. Usually in these types of things, it almost seems like they sort of just spawn out of nowhere.
I actually like the spot.
Okay, so word of advice for new players. This group of zombies actually respawn even if you kill them, so don't even bother.
Is that just a thing with this game that has respawning enemies?
No, it's just this particular area. I think it has something to do with the fact that it's a graveyard.
Ah, that makes sense.
Didn't you say we get that briefcase on?
We'll get back to that in a second.
Whoa, what? Did we go into Resident Evil 6 territory? Do they already have guns now?
In the ground like a puppy kid. It's fucking.
Damn, already coming in with some strong feelings.
You'll understand.
That he just jumped down.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sorry, bro.
What the fuck? There's zombies everywhere, dude.
Right, you can't slow the down.
Hidden bullets in the corpse. So, Barry, I see Steve's your favorite character?
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic, Donald. I love him.
I don't really get what the problem is.
Well, I don't really want to spoil anything, but I guess for now we can say that his future actions will be questionable.
To say the least.
Personally, I think the way he talked down to Claire in that scene was kind of cringe.
Oh, you want to talk about cringe?
come on.
Just wait.
Oh, goody.
Shit, I'm already getting hit too much.
You ain't getting hit, John. You're getting bit. There's a difference.
Joe, the fuckless void I have for you is so huge you couldn't even be fathomed.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, thank God for the night. There's an herb up here, right?
Why do you say that with so much emphasis on cringe?
Why does it matter? Is that not how it's pronounced?
I mean, yeah, you have to say it with full exit.
Oh, shut up.
This place is fucking dirty.
Donald ran past the pile of red. Is that intentional?
This is a comfort game of mine, Barry. Respectfully, I'm going to be playing this how I normally play it. And by the way, as a side note, be sure to grab the secret bullets before going for the gun by the window or else you won't be able to get them.
A gun? I didn't see a gun.
Sorry, I jumped ahead a bit. You see those guns around his waist?
Ah,
I wasn't scolding you, by the way. I only asked because I figured there was something you want to see.
No, I get it, but to be honest with you, I have most of this game memorized. So if we run by a file, I'll tell you what it is.
so what was that movie for?
It was actually a nameless prisoner's diary that recounts his last few days worrying about his cellmates who were taken to an area we'll be exploring later.
Interesting.
Obviously not any kind of foreshadowing, right?
Not at all. Just trying to get out of here.
Oh shit, here we go.
It's fine, don't worry.
So if I'm remembering right, when your character holds their shoulder like that, it means they're at half health, correct?
More or less.
Do you have much experience with Resident Evil, George? I'm realizing that I don't think you've ever talked about it.
For good reason. I've only played a small handful.
Which ones?
4 and 5, and the original.
Really? You haven't even touched the recent things.
They're on my backlog. Jesus, you know, thinking about that. There's a lot of games I actually want to catch up on.
Same, honestly.
What games do you have on your backlog, Donald?
Devil May Cry 5, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and what's fucked is that I actually bought both of those games, and they're literally just sitting there collecting virtual dust.
Well, it's understandable.
This thing annoyed me during the first place.
You want to know something I did, Barack, during my first go-around that screwed me up?
What did you do?
I left the fire extinguisher in the security box.
Oh shit, bro, the game almost got me like that too, but I've not been playing with a friend at the time. This game honestly has some pretty major item-related issues that I'm going to be talking about.
Mary, hang on a second.
Are you ready, son?
Joseph?
Shit, Chris Redfield is the first game protagonist, right?
It's him and Jill Valentine.
Or beyond about to drop in the belt.
Sadly not in this one.
My guy's more pessimistic than Caitlin Collins during the Trump interview.
That's not untrue.
I swear bro carries the same energy as a devoted Discord fan.
I feel like he's just anxious.
It's at least fair to acknowledge his reasons, but we're not there yet.
I don't care. I'm going to give Bro a chance. I have a good feeling he's going to have a solid character on it.
So for some reason, Steve had the idea to bring the power back to the garage door outside. But first, we're going to take a look at a 3D printer.
Why the fuck would we do that?
Okay, so you two saw the gold hawk emblem I pulled from the drawer?
Yes.
This is the key that lets us access the next part of the game. But the problem is that it's made of metal, so we can't take it past the box. So what we're going to do is drop it in the scanner real quick, then head out to the garage outside.
I can't help but feel like you're kind of treating this like a walkthrough, Donald.
To be honest with you, I kind of do want to show off the dip of this run, and let me tell you why. Code Veronica is a game that I actually used to hate, but only before I fully took the time to understand it. Admittedly, this game has some notable issues like the backtracking, for example. And I won't lie, some of the suggestions they made during the halfway mark of the game contribute to its difficulty, but in the wrong ways.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
But I don't know, once I figured out the layout, the locations of items, and the night, something just clicked for me, and I ended up having such a blast.
Did you time that?
Not intentionally, but that was pretty great, right?
Okay, so we now have the fire extinguisher.
It's imperative that we hold on to this thing. I'm not kidding.
Okay, we should be good.
What the hell kind of prison is this?
Fucked up.
Padlock key is going to come in handy for when we come back around. To finish my thought, my goal with this playthrough is to show people the ropes, hopefully help them find an appreciation for this game as well, because Code Beam honestly deserves it.
Buddy, you got 2 dog cases on the screen.
The music is deceptive, Joe. These guys ain't shit. Let's go ahead and get that briefcase.
What's in the brief?
It's a non-metal material that we can craft into a key with the printer.
Crap.
No, not like that. And just like that, we have an easy way to avoid the dog. Okay, so let's place our material here. All right, we're golden.
Oh, fuck, that doesn't sound good.
It's fine, watch me zoom. I didn't give in, that didn't count.
I don't quite understand how putting an emblem in a door can unlock.
It's Resident Evil.
So we never got back to my question. Is this game supposed to follow Resident Evil 2 or 3?
Well, it's obviously after the back to the city, so yeah, it's after the events.
If that's the case, then why wasn't this game titled Resident Evil 4?
There's a bit of a debate on that online, from my understanding. I think it's because back in 1999, they had planned multiple exclusives for different consoles, and that essentially prompted them to go against using a numbered title. But I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me.
They had different studios working on the game too, because OG thought that there were fucking months before Veronica did the marketing on everything.
Wow.
She put out fire by watching her. So out of curiosity, what was your guys' introduction?
This was actually my introduction to the franchise, believe it or not.
For real?
Yeah, I came into the series around mid-2005 after Fortnite, but I knew that they had changed up the formula, so I wanted to go back and get an idea of what the classic games were like.
I'm actually surprised you didn't start with the game that already went out years by that point.
Yeah, but Code Beam was the first one I found at GameStop.
Fair enough.
Did Did playing this game get you interested in exploring the other 3 installments? Because I remember you said you didn't like it.
Sort of. Let me try to remember.
Well, my experience with the series started in the 80s. From that game, I went back to the originals and played all the main games and the spin-offs.
You had that record game on 3DS, right?
Right, Revelations was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game.
What the hell's that knife made of?
I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. This will be important for later.
Well, this place is a step up from where we've been.
So far from safe.
So I'm about to give you an idea of how much I've played Code V.
Go ahead.
That back door is currently locked and can only be accessed by typing a code into this computer terminal. Normally, you'd have to locate the employee card, which is hidden up in that safe room, but
Wow. Donald, I can hear the bitches line up right outside the studio.
oh, fuck off. There's one less thing for us to do.
Oh, bro, I forgot how beautiful the safe music was in this game.
That is pretty peaceful, holy shit.
That card I was talking about is hidden up in this little door cabinet.
What about the door?
Gun shapes on it.
Oh, that's about to be some dumbass gamepad.
It makes it sound worse than it actually is. This is going to be one of the only times we get use out of the lighter.
Oh, what the fuck? Is the bats away?
You're telling me you've never tried this?
No, I almost just walked.
I mean, that at least works. Yeah, the lighter allows you to run around.
Got another briefcase?
Yeah, but it needs a lockpick.
So if I may, I'd like to backpedal a bit to the previous conversation.
Okay?
When I thought back to my initial Code Veronica playthrough, I actually remember getting burnt out because I got stuck during moments that I don't want to describe yet because of spoilers.
Can you at least confirm if it had something to do with item storing?
It sure did.
Oh god, then I did.
But anyway, I put Code V down, then ended up actually completing the Resident Evil 4 and Umbrella Chronicles.
Oh, Bill actually had Umbrella Chronicles. It was on the Wii, right?
Yeah, I fucking love playing that game with the Nyko perfect shot.
Michelle and I loved playing that game back in the day. It was so much fun.
Don't say back in the day for a Wii game. That sends a chill up my spine.
It was around 18 years ago, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
But anyway, the blast and Umbrella Chronicles got me hooked on wanting to see what the classic games were like once more. So that time around, I actually went in chronological order.
Did you actually go back and play the director's cut version before?
Yes, I played both versions back to back. There was absolutely no way I was going to skip all the dialogue.
You know what? I can think of that. I still haven't gotten around to playing.
Did you say that OG is better than the remake?
God, no.
Absolutely not, unless you're deliberately looking for a good horror comedy experience.
On that topic, Harry Murray was in there.
If he was real like him for the war, I don't care what the media would say.
Nah, I just really shut them up.
I don't care for him.
Does this look like analog horror?
Okay.
Don't even tell me. He dropped the jar of eggs. Oh my god.
To be honest, this whole scene was pretty unnerving my first time playing.
Don't come to school with all lives. Wrong.
So with this open, we can now grab the steering wheel.
Steering wheel? The fuck are we gonna do with that? You gonna go boat?
Don't worry, it's much more acid.
Oh, good.
Those are the guns we need to unlock that door. We can't grab them just yet.
Alright, let's go use that steering wheel. Oh, here's something. That's probably needs to be.
How do you get locked up in there?
Took the guns off the wall.
Take your time. No, please. This puzzle's so intricate.
We need to get the guns, Barack.
Just put them in water.
Good lord, Rob. What the fuck did this guy do? Did he tank their approval numbers or some shit?
Just watch.
But homie, you're the reason you're still alive.
Don't fucking point that at her. What's he doing?
Those trying to listen, we said we'd trade them for something beyond that.
Sorry, Diesel. That's just so fucking careless. I hate that shit.
And Just like that, this sniveling asshole extends our playthrough by 20 to 30 minutes.
I mean, that's my point, but he doesn't need to suffocate you that you're sucked over.
Okay, get ready. Literally what now? She's non-stop dodging bullets left and right. It's insane.
Yeah, you interfere with my operation.
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you can lead your people to this base.
Who the fuck are you to make such a bogus claim?
A main military because it is among the world's most gratifying outfall.
This guy you're talking to. Fuck, that was way too much. Mike, how long is this? What's the first body?
What the fuck was that?
That was me, exactly.
Yeah, so that was Alpha. Quite the fucking cartoon character, this guy. Let me tell you.
I like how Bill was like, tell me. Never headshot the player.
I know you're just gonna love this.
Is that a submarine? Are we not able to use this to
No, it has a single purpose.
What other fucking submarine have aside from putting us the hell out?
It's the entrance to the airport.
It's the
But hey, I got 2 extra inventory spaces. Pretty cool, right?
take a submarine to the airport.
I think you're making too big a deal out of it.
I think this island was coated by the Looney Tunes.
It all depends. Alpha.
That's the plane. Get out of home. How are we supposed to access it?
We need 3 crews to access the plane, and then of course we have to raise the bridge.
You can't raise the bridge without a plane.
10-4.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually retrieving.
Actually, the woman you're next to is something.
There's a key card that we're going to need to grab before heading to the training facility.
That doesn't sound good.
Be all right. We got plenty of ammo. One down.
Oh shit, coming.
Why are you standing so close to me?
I've made this position work before, Barry.
Well, it ain't working now. It's back.
Fuck.
Well, you have 150 bullets in your pocket, yet you're still playing conservatively tonight.
Fine. Pay off later.
You ever just think about how the protagonist of the game tank scratches and bites?
Well, we're not in the it's supposed to be cuddling zombies like Donald is.
Whatever. You're such an exaggerator.
Excuse me? It just doesn't look any better, does it?
We're not going to worry about it too much later.
Whoa, wait. You won't ever get the problem.
Literally not as much as you think. It just stays pensive here.
And navigating around it is unbelievably easy.
Wow.
Now, we've obtained arguably the worst and best weapon in the game.
Bowgun?
What's the deal with this weapon? That
I'll go into that momentarily, but this particular document is insinuating that the door behind us unlocks with a 4-digit code. But we'll need to figure out what it is to access it.
And I'm absolutely sure there's a simple and easy way for us to do that.
Oh, that fucking hilarious, right?
That is fucking amazing.
So anyway, we need to get the numbers off that.
What? And this is why we need that.
That was impressive shit, yeah.
Claire's a fucking badass. Hand to God, one of my favorite female protagonists. Anyway, going back to the crossbow, the reason I said what I said is because the regular arrows you get are weak as shit. But then at the same time, you got explosive arrows, which I think you can get about 50,
That sounds about right.
and they absolutely clear most of the bosses.
Speaking of the devil, I think you can actually get some of that powder in the next one.
I know, but I need to get a key first.
Would you mind showing me how weak these arrows are?
Sure, check this out.
That didn't look to me. Oh.
Fucking useless.
Damn, so we ain't trick-shotting like Daryl Dixon.
Wait, I forgot. Does this game have decapitations?
No, it's just a lot of blood splatter.
That's pretty lame.
For those interested in using the crossbow, there's hidden ammunition in each open locker.
And apparently in this guy's corpse.
This room is probably an archer. What the heck is this place?
It's both a sauna and I think an indoor pool.
Christ, could you imagine being butt-ass naked in a sauna during the zombie apocalypse?
What my mind seems to be focused on is that these guys were naked.
Is that supposed to matter?
No, I just have this thing about public pools. I find them to be horribly unhygienic.
Oh, this ain't the heck is talking about?
That pipe alone is probably rusted as shit. What if it's got that nasty black mold in the dirty restrooms?
Alfred probably has a place ready.
Actually, Alfred's known to be a pretty sick-minded individual. Probably did.
And for that reason, I feel justified in saying I ain't taking a dive in that nasty water.
All right, definitely going to be stocking up on this. Here's the first spot. It's our card.
Can we not use it to open the other shutter door?
Not currently. That area's going through a detox right now.
Okay, he has the shot. Why doesn't he just take it? Since this guy's a bit close to the chain.
Boss fight?
That's it for the Alfreds.
Are you fucking kidding me? I gotta give him credit. He runs fast.
Honestly, I'm surprised you're going to do this.
Now that would have been a competent thing for him to do.
Here's our next save area.
Donald, do you actually plan on using one of those ingredients at some point?
I usually don't bother saving until the halfway mark.
Well, for the sake of avoiding any morning first type bullshit, it's wise to consider saving soon.
A fair point, but I'll do that momentarily. I'm actually going to switch it to the M100 beam.
What's the medicine?
It's for you to go.
Wow, it's
important.
That's fucking black.
Hang on a second.
Eight, 9,